Well, what do we say to this one? Welcome into our Bears Now postgame show. I'm Harrison Graham. Bears beat the Vikings on Monday Night Football in the most Bears-Vikings game of all time, 12-10. 4 Cairo Santos field goals versus 1 Greg Joseph field goal and 1 Vikings touchdown gets it done. 12-10 as the Bears improved to 4-8 on the season. Lots to discuss with this coaching staff, specifically Luke Getsy. Lots to discuss with Justin Fields, who fumbled twice in the fourth quarter, yet also found a way to lead a game-winning drive. This was one of the more bizarre games that I can ever remember covering this football team. I've watched some weird ones. I've watched some bizarre ones. I've watched some ugly ones. This one is right up there. And had the Bears lost this one, this might have led to a Tuesday firing of Matt Eberflus and Luke Getsy. And quite frankly, especially Luke Getsy, you could still make a strong argument that he should be fired tomorrow. Because my God, what on earth was he doing with all of those screens? But the Bears found a way. 12-10. Justin Fields, 27 of 37, 217 yards. A key 36-yard completion to DJ Moore on 3rd and 10 with under a minute and a half to go to put Cairo Santos in field goal range, inside the 15, a couple of kneel downs and a kick with 10 seconds left, put the game away. DJ Moore, I mean, we said it as soon as they made the trade. We said it in minicamp. We said it in training camp. We said it in the preseason. We said it early on in the season. We're saying it now. He's so by far the best player on this team. I mean, it's just not even close. I mean, in an ugly knuckle fight, he gives you 11 catches, including the play of the game, to win the game for you for 114 yards. He was terrific. He was terrific. What is your one-word reaction to the Bears win over the Vikings?
Mine, IDK.
I don't know.
I'm cheating and putting 3 words into one.
An acronym. Mine is bizarre. I mean, it feels incomplete. It feels, honestly, a lot of it felt like a waste. Now, there's a lot of value in that 2-minute drive. There is. Like, Ryan Poles, in that report that got leaked to Ian Rappaport, one of the bullet points he wanted to see from his quarterback, how do you handle 2-minute situations? Well, in that regard, that's a checkbox in the right direction. He also said you got to take care of the football. 2 fourth-quarter fumbles. So it's an incomplete performance from Justin Fields. There's no doubt about it. Had they lost this game, a game that they were so clearly better than the Vikings in, and if Fields 2 fumbles late and an inability to lead a game-winning drive when he got that final chance, if that happened, I think we would have just watched the end of the Justin Fields era. Him winning this game does not secure him 2024, but it keeps that boat alive, if you will. It keeps it alive. The final 5 games are still going to mean something. Had they lost that, I'm not sure the final 5 games would have mattered. I'll be honest. Especially heading into the bye week, you lose that game. I mean, that is a long couple of weeks for Justin Fields and Luke Getsy. Did we kill the first stream here, Rolly? All right, we're going to sign off on our watch party stream. So if you are... Oh, did you get Michael Horowitz? He sent in a $100 super chat just now on our watch party stream. Did we lose those comments? Let me send you that. We're going to make this one for Michael Horowitz here. Let me send you this to Rolly. So, Michael, come join our post-game stream. Hang on a second. There's that. I'm going to send you his Avi. Michael, come join our post-game stream. We're going to celebrate that super chat with you. 1 second here, folks. We just got a $100 super chat on our watch party stream, but we're shifting solely to our post-game stream. So if you're on our watch party stream, link is in the chat. Join us over there. Michael, we will shout you out with that super chat. Come join us over there. Let's sign off on our watch party stream. Whenever you're ready, Rolly, we'll knock that out, and then we'll be solely on post-game. So Rolly's getting that super chat made. and then we will shift solely over. Let's get to TJ real quick here. He says, Eberflus taking over the defense is making him grow on me, but can we get Getsy out of here? I'll take anyone else at this point. Good win, though. Here's what I'll say, TJ. The defense is absolutely better with Flus calling it. Now, against the big-time quarterbacks, this defense still has not performed. Even last week against Goff, yes, you got 4 turnovers, but you still gave up 3 2-minute drill touchdowns and lost the game, largely due to your defense. And tonight, Josh Dobbs, I mean, yes, the Bears defense played well, but he is that Cinderella story is over with. Let's be honest. Like that is over with. So, yes, no, I did not. I was waiting. I didn't know if you were looking at it. All right, I'm signing off on our watch party stream. We're going to shift solely to post game. So if you're watching our watch party, signing off right now. All right, TJ, appreciate the super chat. We're going to get to Michael Horowitz here in just a second. Shout out to Michael Horowitz, Rolly. This one coming in from Michael Horowitz. Boom! Shout out to Big Mike, Michael Horowitz. Get the booms in the chat. Let's get this party started. It was ugly, but the Bears won a football game.
You know what they say? Uglier, the better.
Do they say that?
No.
Michael Horowitz. Getting you a sticker.
Shout out to Horowitz, one of the legends here at Bears Now. Hopefully you're in the chat, able to see this.
Shout out to Michael Horowitz. I hope you're in here. You get a sticker, my friend. Any relation to Barry Horowitz, someone in the chat asks. Jason, if I see one more screen, I'm carving my eyes out. I might join you, Jason. It's that ugly. Paul Zaksic, a first-time super chatter, and $10, which on our post game might be a shot.
Might.
I think we knew Getsy must go. I think we knew Justin Fields isn't a dude in the NFL. So this game cost us draft capital while proving a wide receiver one or quarterback from Minnesota. A loss for Chicago. Terrible offense, clean house. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I mean, look, it was ugly offensively. Let's just be honest. I thought the first quarter was pretty good, but once the Vikings adjusted to those screens, I mean, there was no counter to that for the most part. Tough, man. Tough. That is a shot. Here is our super chat menu for our post-game show. As you send in $10, we're taking shots.
No, this is not updated. What? Oh, it's read only.
Say what?
1 second.
Cheers. It's definitely not updated.
Not updated.
Well, Vikes are 6-6, so it's not updated.
And the Bears are still 3-8.
Yeah, it's either not syncing or it's not updated. $50 will do a beer bong. $100 like Michael Horowitz gets you into the Bears Now Helmet Hall of Fame. So
1 second here.
Also, you may have to double check. I don't know who the 6 and 7 seeds are now. I can pull it up here. For those wondering about the playoff picture, the Seahawks are the 6 seed and the Vikings are the 7 seed. Well, yeah, Seattle's 6 and 5, Minnesota 6 and 6. So,
I actually thought it was a Google sheet, but I guess not.
Not sure. Appreciate. I thought it was too. They were talking about that the other day.
But it's just pulling from a
well, maybe that's why it's not working, right?
Well.
Sorry, we're doing some producing behind the scenes here, trying to figure out a couple of graphics. Appreciate Matt with the super chat. Continue to. Oh! We got another $100 super chat. Guess who? This one coming in from Michael Horowitz. Boom! He says, I love Harrison. Appreciate it. Bears will draft Jerzon Newton out of Illinois.
He's a stud.
Yeah, he's good. He's rising up draft boards. Defensive tackle. I'd be open to it, Michael. Local kid as well. He's a player. He's a player. And you're a baller, Michael. You're a baller. Michael Horowitz, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause. Get the booms in the chat like Augustine, Cash, Tommy Landon, Michael Horowitz. 2 $100 super chats. Shout out to Michael Horowitz. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. Michael Horowitz bringing the heat tonight. While Rolly gets a couple other graphics together, we are doing a Venmo 50-50 raffle, carrying that over from the watch party. We haven't done the race yet. Looking to see if more people want to enter the race, so we'll get that on screen momentarily here. I'll put the Venmo in the chat, Rolly, so you can keep going.
Seeps, where did you update that, by the way?
At HGramNFL on Venmo. Here's the QR code. Here's the handle. Link in the chat. At HGramNFL. The way this works is if you send in 20 to Venmo, the more entries we get, the bigger the pot gets. The winner gets half the pot. But here's the catch. Every 5 entries we get is $50 in the pot because it's 100 total, half the pot to you guys. Again, that's just math there. I'm juicing it by $10. Right now, we have 4 entries. So our next entry, it would be up to $60 instead of $50 because I'm going to juice it by 10. So if you guys want to enter, if you guys want to be involved in a 50-50 raffle race to win some money, 20 to enter at HGramNFL on Venmo. We appreciate it. At HGramNFL on Venmo. We've got Brandon, Sealand, Natalie, and Eric that have entered already. So if anyone wants to, at HGramNFL. Look, we're going to talk about what this game means tonight. I'm not really sure what it means, but a dub's a dub. Type dub in the chat. Type dub in the chat. Sometimes in the short term, you just got to celebrate a victory. We're going to talk about the long term. That's going to continue to be a discussion. There's no doubt about it. But a dub is a dub is a dub. Shout out to Zephyr, James, Stephanie, Tim, Mike, the homie Trav, MVP, Infinite Productions, Michael, Brian, Diego, Oscar, Mike Mangione. Oh! He's on fire! It's another $100 super chat from Michael Horowitz. Boom! He says also the Bears will be a team to watch next year from last to first. Well, Michael, you're a little more confident than I am, but I appreciate the positivity. I actually think with a good coaching staff, this team could be much improved. Shout out to Michael Horowitz. Get the booms in the chat for Michael Horowitz. He's got 3 new stickers already, Rolly.
Kid's a stud.
I mean, the man is on fire.
This man is on fire.
He can't miss. He can't miss.
This girl is on
Michael
fire.
Horowitz. Shout out to Matt with the super chat as well.
Shout out Alicia Keys, man.
She's got pipes.
Shout out Alicia Keys. Shout out Michael Horowitz.
Michael Horowitz, man. In the Bears Now Helmet Hall of Fame 3 times tonight.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter when we do the cut because we're not highlight cutting it.
Yeah.
Xavier Soup says, never do that again. You don't like my singing voice?
Shout out to Michael. Matt Matuzak with the 2. K. Beatty. Shout out to K. Beatty with the $5 super chat. We'll get to this one here. Push this one. Am I the only one who feels a first-time head coach needs time, just like a first-time quarterback? If they keep Flus in Fields and replace Getsy, I'm okay. I'm still not a Flus guy. I think he's a good defensive coordinator, but he's the head coach. You know who I am a fan of?
Oh!
Horowitz! Boom! A $200 super chat!
We are not worthy!
We're not worthy!
We are not worthy!
We're not worthy!
We are not worthy!
Michael Horowitz!
Oh,
Put on your Superman cape tonight, Michael!
I'm going to do it again, just for Xavier Soup.
Unbelievable.
Michael is on fire.
Michael effing Horowitz.
Horowitz is on fire. Oh, man, what a guy.
I mean, my goodness. What a he performed better than any Bear did tonight.
That is factual.
Maybe Cairo Santos, but even he missed a field goal.
I was going to say Jalen played pretty well.
Jalen Johnson was good, but even he dropped the pick 6. DJ Moore was good, but he didn't find the end zone. Michael
goodness,
effing Horowitz.
Did we show this one? No.
Wow. Stephen Ketty. How many wins saves Flus for our defense? Fire Getsy. 1.
Wow.
2.
Got to be honest.
3.
The only way
4,
Flus still coaching
5.
next year, in my opinion,
They got 5 games left. I think he's got to win probably 4 of them.
If the Bears end the year 8-9, that's how his job is.
I think 7-10, maybe it's a discussion, but like, you can't just, if you're Ryan Poles and Kevin Warren, you can't sit there and be like, well, the defense improved.
Yeah.
He's the head coach. And by the way, he only is calling the defense because his hand was forced. So he didn't even recognize that the defensive coordinator that he employed was not up to the task. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, yes, the defense has improved. If he wanted to demote himself and just be this team's defensive coordinator and you go fire a head coach, I'd be down for that. But that's not how this works. So I still think you need a big-time finish. You need a big-time finish. Now, I will say this, Rolly, as we get to Kyle, before I read Kyle's here. You got the bye week. You got Detroit at home out of the bye week. A team you should have beat on the road. A team that then got plastered by the Packers. Maybe that you win back-to-back divisional games to get to 5-8. And again, Flus has not won back-to-back games, so I'm not even saying I would predict that. But coming off a bye, you feel like there's at least a chance. At Cleveland after that, I get it. That might be a game like this one where it's like 15 points wins it.
Dude, the chat is convinced that you win out, you're in the playoffs.
I mean, if you win out, you probably are.
9-8? Or excuse me, 10-7.
I mean, the Seahawks.
Wait, no, 9-8.
The Seahawks are going to join Minnesota at 6-6. They play Dallas here in Dallas on Thursday night.
You can
Minnesota
get up there, scout.
6-6.
Get out there, scout.
Yeah. Lions at home, at Cleveland, Arizona at home, Atlanta at home, at Green Bay. I would not predict the Bears to win all 5 of those, but that's not that difficult of a schedule.
Yeah.
It's not. But
Harrison's
again,
drinking the juice.
I'm not, because the Bears have yet to win
it.
2 games in a row.
You're drinking
all
it.
I'm saying is that the Bears' schedule is not that difficult.
Who do they got come out of the bye?
Detroit at home. That's your hardest game left, and you get it off the bye. So, like, from a scheduling standpoint, that's when you want them, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you win, I'll say this: if they win that game,
you're believing.
the thought at least enters your mind.
No. If they win that game, you'll be believing. Don't kid yourself. I know UHG. Come on.
What pisses me off, and why Flus and Getsy do need to go, is blowing the Denver and Detroit games. You're 6-6 right now.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Imagine if the Bears
that doesn't even factor in the Tampa game.
What a
they
world.
suck, by the way.
Yeah.
That doesn't even factor in the first Vikings game where you could have won. I'm just talking about the 2 colossal meltdowns, which tonight was almost a third. Matt, again, just pretend this is also 100. Hey, listen, Michael Horowitz is going crazy. We love guys like Michael Horowitz. We also love Matt Matuzai. We also
Michael
love
Jordan.
People who are just hanging out in the chat, Rolly, liking the video, getting the chat going. We know everybody can't donate the same amount. We appreciate all you guys. If you can't donate, subscribe. Hit the like button. Keep the chat going. All those things help. We appreciate it. It's a team effort here. James Qualls with the 5. The juice feels so good when it hits your lip. Let's go, Harrison. Gas them up, Rolly. I'm not juicing it until they.
Gas up, shawty.
If they beat Detroit in 2 weeks, we can talk. We can talk.
Gas up, shawty.
Man. Brandon Green, think about where we would be with good coaching. That's kind of my point. Like, that's why, like.
I'm not going to lie. And a top 15 head coach has his team.
It's a playoff team.
7-5.
At least, like, dude, they should be 6-6 with 3% better coaching. The Denver and Detroit losses were almost impossible, and they pulled them off. Crazy. All right, James. All right, here's what we're going to do. We'll flash Josh Roberts real quick here. Let me see if I got any Venmos. Doesn't look like I did.
You want to do that, then get in the cut?
Yeah, that sounds good. Shout out Josh Roberts with the 2. Appreciate
Send that
it.
list to TV.
Say what?
Send that
Well,
list.
no, let's do
The cut first?
Yeah, let's do the cut. I want to give people, or let's flash it one more time. Let's give people one more chance to enter. Then we're going to get into our post-game show. Last call, or maybe second to last call. We're going to get into my post-game reaction in a second. But if you want to join our Venmo 50-50 raffle at HGramNFL, QR code's right there. Rolly will get my Venmo in the chat. $20 to enter. We're one entry away from juicing the pot by an additional $10.
How many are in it now?
We got 4 right now.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah. The DJ Moore raffle took over. A lot of the Venmos we got were for that. So.
Oh, really?
Which I got you all those.
Oh, wow.
So we're good. So who won the jersey? Riley Zawardo won the jersey. Which he's a fairly regular, so
yeah, we see Riley all the time.
Even if he missed it, we'll be sure to get it to him. At HGramNFL, there you have it. If you want to enter, next entry juices the pot by $10. So if you're interested in that. All right, let's get to my my post game reaction. I mean, this is one of those just all timers. Like I don't even know where I'm going to go here, but stay tuned and find out with me. Here we go. Chicago Bears Now, post-game show coming up here on the channel. The Chicago Bears have finally won an NFC North game under head coach Matt Eberflus, and God almighty, they tried to lose it. My name is Harrison Graham. Welcome into our post-game show as the Bears improve to 4-8 after a 12-10, yes, 12-10 win over the Minnesota Vikings in prime time. This is a weird one. There's a lot of directions I could go. The Bears, for much of this game, were the far better team, just like last week against the Lions, and self-inflicted wounds, penalties, 2 Justin Fields fumbles late in some other circumstances, let the Vikings hang around, and you almost lost it. But your quarterback did drive down late to win it, so that does count as well. We'll dive into the quarterback in a second, but I think we got to start here with you guys. What's your one-word reaction to this win? Like, is it bizarre? Is it frustrating? Is it dub because you won a game? Is it exciting? I don't think it's exciting. Confused? Like, I don't know what to make of this one. I'll say a word, and I think it applies to the quarterback as well. Pun not intended, by the way. Incomplete. This feels like an incomplete win, and that's where we get to Justin Fields. Justin Fields in this game started 10 of 10. It was a quick passing attack, a lot of screens, which, to Luke Getsy's credit, a lot of it worked early. He never went away from it. Let's talk about Getsy in a second. But after that, this game got muddied up. Like last week, the Bears couldn't capitalize off turnovers. They got 4 off of Josh Dobbs. Shout out to the defense. But Justin Fields, while he did some good things and the play calling was horrific, he had 2 just brutal fumbles in the fourth quarter. Let's talk about the first one first. The Bears get another takeaway. They get a couple first downs. They're in Vikings territory well within field goal range. I think around the 25 or so. Like, you'd be surprised if Santos missed it from where they were. And Justin Fields fumbles the football. I thought it was a decent punch out, but just you can't fumble in that situation. In a game like this, 9-3, early, midway through the fourth, I think it was about 10 minutes left or so. At worst, you've got a field goal there. You go up 12-3, make it a 2-score game, which in a game like this, with how the defense was playing, yes, I know last week happened, probably insurmountable, which ended up being the case. 12 points won the game. So that happened. Then your defense gets another stop, I believe. Justin Fields and the offense gets the ball back. The Vikings go take the lead 10-9 with, I think, right at 6 minutes left. So they cash in on the turnover, of course. You knew it was coming. I said it right after the fumble. Vikings are going to go up 10-9. You could take that to the bank. And then I tweeted this out with 6 minutes left. Biggest drive of Justin Fields' career, fair or not, he's got to go win the game right now. And then he fumbled. And you're like, I think we just watched the end of the Justin Fields era. Sure, he might play these final 5 games, but in a game that you controlled, he put the ball on the ground twice in the fourth quarter. Luckily for Fields, the defense got another stop, forced a punt with about 2:20 left, and to Justin Fields' credit, we got to be fair on both sides of the coin. He got an extra chance thanks to the defense. He drove him down and won the game. Got a couple of first downs with his feet. And then on 3rd and 10, after the 2 plays before, I think the Vikings dropped 8 both times. Heavy cloud coverage. Fields couldn't find receivers, had to throw the ball away both times. On 3rd and 10, he hangs in there, 4-man rush, and delivers a strike. Biggest throw of Fields' career. Not because it was the toughest of his career. DJ Moore was open over the middle. But in that situation, in that circumstance, outside of field goal range, by the way, they would have had to go on 4th down. A 36-yard dot, about a 30-yard in route to DJ Moore, puts it right on him. Yes, he's open. You got to make that throw. But in that situation, Justin Fields is not a stupid guy. He knows that those 2 fumbles, which almost cost him the game, had they lost that game, it might be over for him in Chicago. To deliver in that moment, we got to give him some credit for that. Whether you're on the keep Justin side of the coin, on the get rid of Justin side of the coin, that was meaningful. Now, before we talk about what it means big picture, what my thoughts on it are, I want to know what you think. Did Justin Fields save his future? Is that enough to be like, he can be the guy long term? Type 1 for yes, type 2 for no. I'm going to tell you guys my answer to that question after we talk about today's sponsor. Thanks to our sponsor, Factor. Stick with us. More on Fields in a second and my answer to that question. Guys, the holidays are here. It's busy as hell. You're doing Christmas shopping. If you're like me, you're dealing with a 7.5-month-old child at home as I stumble through my words, and you don't have time to cook long meals a lot of the time. That's where Factor comes into play. The #1 ready-to-eat meal delivery service can help you fuel up fast for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And don't get confused with fast food. No, this is high-quality stuff. Chef-prepared meals, fresh, never frozen, from their high-quality chefs at Factor. You're talking about high-protein meals. You're talking about vegetables that are fresh. They do all the work for you. They deliver it to your doorstep, and it takes you 2 minutes or less to prepare the rest of it at your house. Throw it in the microwave. Some of their meals are non. You don't even have to have a microwave to eat them. Delicious, healthy, convenient. That is the key, especially this time of year. You can't cook meals every night. Factor's going to help you out. So I want you to go to factormeals.com/BearsChat50. That is factormeals.com/BearsChat50. Our code BearsChat50 gets you 50% off. It's a holiday special. Check the comments, check the description, factormeals.com/BearsChat50 to get started today. So my answer to the question of did Justin Fields save his future? Not to the point where, if the season ended today, he's the guy in 24. Here's what he did do. He made the next game matter. He made probably the final 5 games matter. Had they lost this game and his failures in the fourth quarter being a big reason why, I think it would be over. I think the final 5 games would be mostly meaningless, to be honest with you. I really do. I think that 2-minute drill extended the evaluation period time. Had they blown this game, and his 2 fumbles were a big reason why, and if he got another chance to go win the game and didn't deliver, I think Ryan Poles would probably say, I've seen enough. I really do. But Fields found a way. He got it done. It was an incomplete performance, like I said, but we got to give him credit in that 2-minute situation with all of the pressure in the world mounting on the kid. You have to know that he felt that, right? There's no way he didn't. I give him credit. He also led the team in rushing tonight. Let's talk about Luke Getsy now, because while everything I just said about Fields is valid, Luke Getsy was fucking horrible tonight. I mean, my goodness. I understand you got to run some screen game against Brian Flores. He blitzes a ton. They blitz almost 50% of the time, by far most in the NFL. And some of them worked, especially early. I'm fully acknowledging that. I would have to go back and chart it. I bet Luke Getsy called almost 20 screenplays tonight. It was unbelievable, and the Vikings were sitting on it. Like, after halftime, I bet 1 out of every 4 worked. What on earth was he doing? And at one point, he called 3 of them in a row. What are you doing, Luke Getsy? Like, they went to Ryan Poles in the booth at one point, and I don't know what he mouthed. I don't know what he said, but it was after another failed screen. And I think he was, like, questioning the play calling. I think he was like, what the hell is he doing? I mean, by the way, it's one thing to just be like, hey, we think that this is the best way to win the game, which it clearly became clear that it was not because the Vikings were figuring that out. A lot of negative plays on them. But on top of all of that, the last 2 weeks, the Bears, it's been leaked to the media. Flus has said it. Getsy said it. We got to evaluate Fields. Well, how about evaluate him against 5- and 6-man pressures and see if he can find the hot? Which, by the way, a few times he did when they actually didn't throw a wide receiver screen. Did it in the first half on Cole Kmet when they erased a 2nd and 27, got it to 4th and 10 in no man's land, went for it. Vikings brought 6, and he found Kmet for a big completion and a first down. Another time they brought 6. He found DJ Moore for a 4 or 5 yard stick route. Like, he proved multiple times he could do it. Now, he missed a couple throws too. Okay, sure. But to just go back to the well time and time again, like, it tells me it's one of two things. You just don't believe in Fields at all in those situations. Or you just don't have an answer for the blitz. You don't have an answer for the Vikings counter. Like, here's what I know. I know the Bears drove down late, and I guess Getsy gets a little credit for that, but again, it was 3rd and 10, and I don't want to say Fields bailed them out, but Fields made the play. Brian Flores kicked Luke Getsy's ass tonight. Let's be honest. Now, you could say the same on the flip side. Matt Eberflus kicked Kevin O'Connell's ass. Sure. Flus called a great game. But again, he's the head coach, not the defensive coordinator. That's why when people are like, well, maybe Flus is the guy. The defense is awesome. If he was the defensive coordinator, I'd be thrilled with Matt Eberflus. He's the head coach, though. Like, he's in charge of it all. Like, the offense, he has involvement there, too. Special teams. Like, you don't keep him just because the defense is doing well. So let's keep that clear. But Luke Getsy tonight, I mean, I know they won, but you could still make a strong argument that the Bears should fire him during the bye week. That was abysmal. And I truly believe had they lost this game, he would have been fired. It was that bad. I mean, they kept going to it. They ran 3 in a row. Twitter was national media members, people who don't even watch or cover the Bears. What is up with all these screens? Like, everybody knew. And Luke Getsy kept going back to it. I mean, I fully expected him to go to that well in the 2-minute drill. So I guess he gets credit for not doing that. But let me know, should the Bears still fire Luke Getsy even after a win? I'd think about it. I mean, it was embarrassingly bad from him tonight. I would rather Justin Fields go out there, throw a bunch of picks, take a bunch of sacks. And then if you're Luke Getsy, you go to Matt Eberflus, you go to Ryan Poles. Hey, man, we wanted to evaluate him in these situations. He can't play versus 5- and 6-man blitzes. We tried. You didn't even give Fields enough opportunities to do that. And when you did, he actually did pretty well. Oh, painful. Absolutely painful. Few quick notes, couple game balls. DJ Moore, 11 catches, 114 yards. The 36-yard catch to put Cairo Santos in position to win the game. Cairo Santos gets a game ball. He missed 1 field goal, but 4 of 5, all 12 of the Bears' points, including, a 56-yarder, Rolly, 55. That was a big kick at the time to make it 9-3, take the field goal out of the equation for Minnesota. He gets the game winner as well, so kudos to him. I thought Roschon Johnson did some good things. 35 yards on 10 carries isn't great, but he had a couple nice screen catches, which the running back screen, there were a couple of those were actually nice. 5 for 40 receiving, but the just continuation to the receiver screen was just brutal. And just overall shout out to the defense. I mean, the defense won you the game. Jalen Johnson had a pick. He was unbelievable. He dropped another pick 6, but not going to harp on it too much. He played really well, but he had 1 pick, should have had 2, including a pick 6. Montez Sweat, 1.5 sacks. Jaquan Brisker had a pick. as well. So did, who were the other ones? TJ Edwards off a deflection had one. Kyler Gordon off a deflection had one. Rough night for Josh Dobbs, man. The Vikings, they may go back to Jaron Hall. He was not good tonight. But Bears win 12-10. It was ugly as hell, but Matt Eberflus avoids an 0-10 start in NFC North games. And believe it or not, the Bears are just 2 games back of the 7th seed in the NFC. Hit that subscribe button. More coverage to come on Tuesday. More reaction from this one and other coverage. Fortnite man, bear down, ugly, but Fields clutches. He did. He should have been in that situation, but he did clutch up. You gotta give him credit. Gotta give him credit. A few Venmos have come in, by the way.
Such a random-ass game, dude. It really is.
I mean, I feel like incomplete's like the perfect word to describe it. Like, you won.
I think random is a good one.
Random, bizarre. Ugh. I don't know. Mark, if I see another Luke Getsy screen, I'm going to lose my mind. Dude, I can't believe how many screens. I may have to go chart it. I swear to God, it was.
I bet someone's already got it charted.
It's 15 plus. It's got to be. It's got to be.
Ooh, 1 at 10 on Patriots.
First time super chat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shout out to Phil Sousa.
Damn, today's Patriots video went nuclear.
What's it at?
1 at 10. It's 3.1K views. That's 1.2 more than yesterday's.
And that one did well. Nice.
Well,
I'm getting these Venmos in.
I don't know if you saw my title. Maybe the craziest title of all time. You'll have to look at it after stream.
Robbie Rock. All right, we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Venmo entries now. So the winner will now get 120 Rolly because we have 10 entries, juiced by $20.
Nice.
So there we go.
Shout out to Phil Sosa.
Bitches love Sosa. Wayne Watson. Stop wide receiver screens. Trash. Bad, man. Bad. I know a few of them worked, but it's like they started. Dude, defensive lineman almost picked off a couple. And then there was the one where Fields had to pump fake and throw it around him because it was so obvious what the play was.
I'll never forget when the 3rd screen in a row happened. That was wild.
Tell us where you were when Luke Getsy called 3 screens in a row.
Incredible.
Jesus.
Incredible stuff.
Josh Roberts. I mean, when you're Justin Fields and you get that play call, like, really, we're running a 3rd one in a row? Like,
now,
I almost go rogue in that situation.
I question how much power he has because any sane person.
We've seen him check to play number 2 several times this year. But
I wonder if he didn't get a second play.
Or what if the second play was flip it to the other side?
Justin, you're running this no matter what.
Fortnite man, Getsy, a former Packers coach. No wonder he sells. Dude, it's unreal, man. By the way, we're $50 away from $500 in our post-game stream. I still got our beer booth. That would be a beer bong race for me and Rolly before we get out of here, though. So there you go. All right, Rolly, let's do a final call on Venmo. Let's throw 2 minutes on the clock. Final call for Venmo. At HGram NFL to enter. At HGram NFL. We'll get the Venmo link in the chat. 2 minutes on the clock. 50-50 raffle. $20 to enter. There's the QR code. There's the handle. Rolly's going to throw the Venmo link in the chat. We'll do a little race, and then
everybody with a whistle like that.
We'll get any final super chats we may have, and then we're going to get out of here. So right now, the winner would get $120. Every entry, the pot gets boosted by $10, and every 5 entries, I juice it by an additional $10. So there you go. There you go. Final call. Minute and a half. We'll go ahead and make this final call on Super Chats, too. Rolly and I got an early morning tomorrow. It's going to be midnight by the time we get out of here. So if you want any Super Chats, fire away if you have any questions. Minute 08 to go. Do, 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 do. Mitch Osborne with the super chat. We'll flash that real quick. Mitch Osborne says, anyone else notice the hit on Fields helmet to helmet? The play before
ridiculous.
The miss on the out route to DJ Moore. DJ was open, but I don't really blame him for missing that throw. Beyond that, how much does Getsy handcuff Fields? Yeah, there were really only, look, the 2 fumbles are inexcusable. They are. There were 2 throws that I thought Fields missed tonight. The scramble drill left where he airmails Mooney. He just misses him. But the more I think about that out route miss to DJ Moore, 2 things. Play before, he gets smoked in the head. Like, is he a little woozy there? I don't know.
Definitely was.
Also on that play, 2 other things, Rolly. 1, Danielle Hunter unblocked.
Yeah.
Right in his face. I think he had to throw that a tick earlier than he wanted. 2, DJ Moore, didn't break that hard to the sideline. I think the timing just got thrown off. So, I'm not going to give it a pass. That's a throw you need to hit. But other than that, I thought the throwing-wise, he was fine. They just didn't give him a ton of chances, right? They handcuffed him.
Yeah.
So.
I agree with you, Mitch, though. I think that hit,
I'm surprised they didn't evaluate
I think they should have looked at him. I do. Obviously he was fine for the rest of the game, but I at least think they should have pulled him out for that one.
With that new thing where they see someone in the booth, his only job is to see if someone looks like they should be checked out for a concussion.
He was unconscious for 5 seconds.
Dude, he got rocked.
He literally looked like he was laying limp for a split
I know
second.
he's a runner at that point, but that was so violent helmet to helmet. That probably should have been a penalty.
College football, that might be targeting.
Oh, I think it would have been. Jason Wade gets in there, so we've got, I'm sending the entries, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 entries, so let me do quick math. 11 times 20, 220.
Should be a 130?
Yeah, 130 because it's 110 but juiced with 2 $10 bonuses. So 130 to the winner. 11-person race here. Refreshing here, making sure no one else gets in. Should be good. Here we go. Final race of the night. Then Rolly and I got to get out of here.
And here.
You want to hop on screen above?
You want me to go play-by-play?
Yeah. Rolly thrives in these deals.
It's really what I was made for, if I'm going to be honest.
All right. I'll count us down, and then you take it away. In 3.
Loving son, no. Play-by-play of Greyhound races, yes.
2. 1, go.
And we're off. We got a quick little 11-dog race here. Some of these names don't really look that familiar. Obviously,
I got some new members.
Eric Ellsworth, Caneva, Flat Flick.
Our last entry, Jason Wade.
I see a lot of new faces here, and I don't hate it one bit. And through 20 seconds, the latest entry, Jason Wade has the lead, but our guy Caneva is coming up that rear here on the right side.
Last week, Caneva sent in 20, and I missed it. I sent his money back, so he was chomping at the bit.
Well, now Natalie Denny takes the lead on that right side as we cross the halfway mark. 20 seconds to go as things start to rile up here. Wayne Matson at the top of your screen, coming in, firing. Robbie Rock, Natalie Denny just falling out of your screen.
Ferryman with 15
out of your
to
picture.
go.
Jason Wade still leads with 11 seconds to go. Sean Ferryman trailing. Here comes Robbie Rock. Double R making a push. But here comes Sean. Matt Mueller. Robbie Rock. And Robbie Rock is going to hold on.
Robbie Rock gets it done.
Double R, the blue, number 9.
Robbie Rock, congratulations.
Shout out to Robbie.
We do these every watch party.
Shout out to Robbie. It's a good race, man. Never led, but was always in the top 4 or 5, and then just wait for his opportunity for that latest push. That's how you run the race. That's how you run the race.
Shout out Robbie Rock. All right. I think that's a good way to end. Awesome stuff. Rolly with me all night. Appreciate everybody for watching. 12-10 win. 4-8 heading into the bye. Maybe it's good. It's a bye week.
I won't. No more Bears football for 2 weeks.
Yeah. Man, that was something. All right. We got to get out of here. It's time. I need some sleep after that game. Appreciate Rolly. Appreciate all of you. If you joined our watch party, good stuff. And Michael Horowitz, one more round of applause for the man. I mean, just a generational performance from him. Impressive stuff. We're out of here. Bear down. See you guys tomorrow.